Bing-a-ling-a-ling. Bing-a-ling-a-ling. Get a few things adjusted. Good morning, everybody. Yesterday, December 7th, 1941. A day that will live in infamy. Good morning, Jackie Blue. Good morning, Kiwana. Jenn. Good morning to you. Do I look chipper and bright today? Yes, I did. Yes, I do. I know I look chipper and bright today, rested and ready for a good roll, that's for sure. So, hello, Jessica. How are you? Good morning to you. It is, of course, Missy Jenn's birthday. She is a Pearl Harbor baby. And I'm not going to disclose Missy Jenn's age under penalty of being put in a camel clutch. Wrestling. Yeah, we'll get to that. Hello, Dawn. How are you, honey? Nice to see you, my gal, Dancing Dawn. So Jenn's going to be sitting over there. We're going to be celebrating her birthday with some cooking tonight. So I think we're going to try making dolmas here. Hello, nature man. And we'll see. We'll get to that. I got a few things to talk about today here. So first of all, I always want to put the important stuff. Missy Jenn's birthday is today. And if you saw last night, oh, that's good, Miguel. Congratulations on your lottery winnings. Hello, Mike Jordan. Good for you. I got a $5 lottery ticket and I won $10 on 20 times on Hoosier Lottery. Good for you in the great state of Indiana. Thank you, Miguel. So she's had a good birthday. As you saw the video, the short video I put it last night, we went to Cattleman Steakhouse and compared to some of the high-end places like Lawry's of Beverly Hills, where I went for Thanksgiving. You get a lot of bang for your buck over there. Hello, cute kitty. Yeah, thank you, Hetty. And good morning to you, J.A. Nice to see you this morning. And I am feeling pretty doggone good today. We'll get to that, but I want to talk about Missy Jenn, and we did have the dinner last night, and it was a good time. We had Bobby along. It was great to see Bobby. I'm really happy about how good Bobby's looking. He looked kind of ragged out for a couple years, but he's gained some weight, and he's looking pretty darn robust now. So I'm very happy about to have spent a lot of time. It is 10:40. I just finished my dosing of the sulfa medication along with the Cephalex and Keyflex. Good morning, Smooth. And Smooth, I'm going to give you a wrench here this morning. I know that you're not one to, we've been friends for a long time, and I want people to treat you with respect. I know you're like me. You have a very high degree of tolerance, and I know you won't use your wrench except for defensive purposes and things like that. So I wanted to do that. I've been thinking about that for a while, and I think you're a welcome addition because you're not a snowflake, number one, and we've been friends for a long time. We do have interest in band life and being nomads on the road and all that. So yeah, at least it'll keep you from being bounced around. On the chat, you're not many people. What's going on, Jackie Blue? You're a positive person, and we've hung out a lot here. And this is something I thought about for a couple weeks. I don't give many wrenches out because I like to keep it simple. But, would I give a wrench to Elvis? No. Do I want a wrench in Elvis's chat? No, I never want a wrench in Elvis's chat. But Mr. X has proven himself over the years to be a great friend to me. He allowed me to build the generator. I've had multiple trips. I met Mr. X in 2015 in Chicago. We had a great time then in the bitter cold November of 2015. Working on the Lisa Marie, and we became good friends at that time, and I had the pleasure over the summer to go spend a lot of time with Mr. X. I found him very generous, excellent family person, and I was able to, boondock there, use the tools, use everything he had. Thank you very much, Nathan. Use everything that he had to help accomplish to build that generator box. I always enjoy spending time with him. He was generous. I remember when we were going around Chicago the first night I got there, and Mr. X is like, I want to really show you, hey Beavis, I want to really show you the town. And the marshal's like, man, Mr. X never took me around at nighttime to see the sights. And by far, the greatest skyline I have ever seen in my life at nighttime is Chicago, and I have the proof of that. So I want to thank you, Mr. X. It's not often that I, call you out on my chats and things, but I know the way you are about that YouTube. You're not a person to get in there and start blowing people out and all that. I just want people to treat you with a level of respect. Hey, Red, how you doing? Smooth is a very nice guy. He doesn't engage in a lot of the toing and froing on YouTube. He has a very generous spirit to a point. to a point. I'm only kidding. Like, Rosie, we're not going back to Gale Street Inn again. Guarantee you that. So, how you doing, matey mate? Good morning. Sorry about your finger. I've missed the you. Hello, Shay Shay. Hello, Leslie. Yes, I have the lovely Missy Jenn right next to me. Please check out the video. If you did not last night, please check out the video on, we went out to Cattleman Steakhouse, which was surprisingly good value for the money. Last night the steaks were excellent. Hey Jay Money, the steaks were great, really good. They weren't boiled. Okay. They were definitely good. Yeah, Beavis, thank you. I appreciate that. It's Christmas spirit season, and a lot of people are. Sandy Callie, there she is. There it is. Happy birthday, Missy. Jen, over here, Sandy Callie, saying happy birthday to you, along with everybody else. Beavis, QK, everybody on here. So much love to you all. So she's on the chat doing her thing with the Georgie boy. Yeah, they weren't boiled. They were they were very, very tasty. Yeah, the finger of doom. We'll get to that in a couple minutes. Thank you, Mike. So everybody's wishing Missy Jenn a happy birthday today. And I'm always proud of Jen for, every minute she's ever been on the YouTube platform. She's been a person of positivity and sharing. And I really appreciate the way that she's conducted herself on the YouTube. Far better than I ever did. On here, that's for sure. Although I don't think either of us have ever been negative on the channels here. So once again, Missy Jenn, happy birthday to you. And you're so lucky you might have Elvis making dolmas tonight. What do you think about that? I told Jen, load up on your Hungry Man chicken dinner before. It's all right, Tiger Kitty. It's his birthday. It was two birds with one stone. And at the end of the day, in the scheme of things, it doesn't really matter, does it? But so many people make it their business to get involved in other people's business. Dolma is something. It's like meat that's stuck in like cabbage or grape leaves, and it's stuffed with ground beef and seasonings and things like that. So Jen ain't going anywhere Jackie Blue, that's for sure. Yeah, it's got grape leaves and all that, or you can use cabbage. I don't know. I'm going to stay clear of it because I can only get the blame for it. I can't get the upside of doing that. Hello, Quinny. Nice to see you today. Yeah, wine leaves. Yeah, is it bad road? Why do you not upgrade his potatoes? I was like, man, are you kidding me? You know, this is not a unlimited. Even though we were generously uh, uh, supported for this birthday event, and I'm very appreciative of that. And of course, I see Sandy Callie out there. She's been a wonderful supporter of mine, and recently Marshall's and some other people
Can you see
too.
me in the chat?
Huh?
Can you see me in the
Can I
chat?
see you in the chat? I see you in the chat. I didn't block you. No, you're not blocked. And so what? But I'm not. It doesn't mean I'm gonna. It doesn't mean I'm gonna let Marshall just run roughshod on everything on the menu. Everything on the menu there. So Shay Shay said, "Happy birthday." Now, how you doing, Carlos? Okay, Jackie. I hope you feel better. Hope you feel better, honey. So we're very appreciative of that. I certainly put that in the title last night. I'm very lucky, as is Missy, Jenn, and recently Marshall, that we have such a wonderful group of supporters that are able to see through the veil of nonsense on YouTube to the realities of life here in November, December of 2019. And I think Marshall is starting to reap the rewards of I don't want to say positivity, but avoidance of negativity on YouTube as more people, new people are now coming out. As we try to keep the channels nice now and move forward, and people aren't dumb here on YouTube. They recognize when somebody is doing positive things, and they recognize when somebody's doing negative things. And now it's pretty clear cut on YouTube where the negativity lies, and it's not here in the content that we're doing on YouTube. Although, however, I do expect to always be criticized at some of the choices I make, but the one thing I've learned is let Marshall make all decisions, especially as relates to the van. And then when they blow up or go bad, it's like, hey man, I didn't tell you to do that. Yeah, thank you, Rhonda. Yeah, I'm not trying to be an influence on anybody. The only thing I can say is when you're here on this property, you know, we have a job to do and a big job to do. And I judge that we're about 75% done with the van restoration now. I care about what goes on here. Okay. I'm fully cognizant that when, uh, there you go, Sandy. The other day, I can't imagine him yelling at you, Sandy. Once you leave the property, all the responsibility is on you for your life. That's fine, Jay Money. That's the what would you say? That's the suggested course of action. If you like something, you don't watch it. You know that seems to be the best advice that YouTube gives you on there. So, but I can't run other people. There was a friend of mine that told me I'm not going to be around while Elvis is on the channel, but then showed up and engaged, and then ended up there being feeling hurt. And my thought was, well, you know, you said you weren't going to be around, and here you are, and you know what the situation is going to be. Yeah, I still love this person very, very much, but you know, people have to stick to what they say they're going to do, and you know, it is what it is. So, 75% done. Uh, yeah, I don't know, Carlos. I've talked about the RV Deb and all that type of thing that's being uploaded on that. I know some people have unsubbed. They don't want to see that crap in their feed every day, and it's not her fault, you know, that that stuff is going on. Well, William Wallace, I'm not going to get into that because I like to treat people with respect and the expectation that respect flows back. But I understand the case that there's you know, people that are so deep invested in it that they really wouldn't have any other content unless it was talking about me and Elvis and what's going on the rancho with the van build. And that's okay. I mean, that's life, you know. Um, let's see here. What else did I have to talk about? So there's Missy Jenn's. I do want to update my finger here today, and it is doing better. It still has some discoloration, as you guys can see on there. It still has the little humpity hump, but compared to yesterday, I went to bed at 10 o'clock last night and I didn't get up till 8 o'clock. I got up a couple times to take my medicines and things. I'm on a sulfa drug as well as a standard antibiotic. They seem to be working very effectively. Hey Stewie, how you doing? As I said the night before, I hope you had a good Thanksgiving, Stewie. Nice to see you. As I said the night before, this without a doubt. I've had surgeries, multiple boob jobs, butt job, tummy tucks, other things. I've had my face smashed in. I've had nightclub brawls like you wouldn't believe with serious injuries by far. This little index finger was the most painful injury I've ever sustained in my life. I've never had an injury that no matter how I heaped on painkillers, and I don't ever really take painkillers, okay? I'm not one. Usually Jen will tell you if I have to take something besides Tylenol, I'll usually just tough it out. And when Jen saw that the oxycodone was brought out on when she woke up yesterday morning and saw that the Vicodin was brought out along with the extra strength Tylenol, she absolutely knew that the pain must have been extreme, which it is. The throbbing's the worst part, but the worst part, Johnny, this is, you can call it a hot dog or whatever you want, but it can only expand so far. And what the body is trying to do is trying to pick a point where it can expand up and swell up and push the splinter to the surface where it's finally removed, which it was yesterday. It was finally up enough I was able to grab it and remove it. But man, the pressure in that finger encased in that sausage, that skin around there, really there's no place to expand really without a tremendous amount of pain. And then the risk is you get necrosis where instead of expanding outward, the infection starts to spread inward. And if it hits the bone, then you have a really, really, really serious situation. So I was able to avoid it. I was able to cut my steak. I learned a new method of, I don't know what you call that, the modified M of holding. They looked at me at the restaurant like I was, recovering from long-term therapy or something like that. It's the way when I pushed it. But yeah, I hear you, Terry. It was super. Thank you, Navin. I'll always be a tougher man than you. Thank you. I wear that proudly. Yeah, it's feeling pretty good on there. So I'm going to continue with that therapy every 12 hours, taking the horse pill of sulfa, and every 8 hours taking a key flex. So luckily yeah, thank goodness it wasn't my my middle finger. Yeah, the steaks were excellent. They weren't boiled. They were juicy. They were very tasty inside, and I really thought that's like one of the best steaks that I had over there at that place. Yeah, it's a rare event, but it's Missy Jenn's birthday, and it's Marshall's coming up, and I thought we'll kill two birds with one stone thanks to the wonderful kindness of some of the subscribers on here. So Monday night I'll probably take him out for a bowl of noodles. I don't have time. Yeah, you didn't have time for pain relief. That's it. That is it. So, but no matter, it was strange. I started with Tylenol. After doing that work on that waterproofing, addressing those leaks on the van, and normally I pop 2 extra strength Tylenol and I'm good to go. Then level 2 is a naproxen, and Missy Jen spots me one of them, and that usually works pretty good too. Didn't do anything. The swelling has gone down a lot. I got so distressed you know, that actually started to have tears. You know, I was like, man, this. How am I going to beat this? And I pulled out the oxycodone and I took two of them at 2 a.m. in the morning, and that didn't do jack. And I'm thinking to myself, if two's not effective, maybe you're supposed to take 10 of these. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Well, I'm letting it. I've been soaking it. I will put a Band-Aid on today. And then at 4 o'clock, I finally pulled out the Vicodin, which I had from 2017. I never even took it after my surgeries. I pulled one of those babies out, and that finally allowed me to sleep for about 2 hours. And I woke up in the morning. I'm like, oh no, man, I gotta get help in a major way. So I did. Yeah, take him out for ramen. That's it. I will put a Band-Aid over top of it. I'm unable to make a cake or bake at the current state of my finger. Uh, I'll be lucky if working in the shop today, I'm able to get the back on the closet there. I just have to kind of take it easy. I don't feel like running a rolling pin and mixing things. I don't think I'm able to do that effectively, the baking. So, do you think energy drinks are bad for you? I think in quantity they are. Caffeine is a stimulant, and in great quantities, which some of these energy drinks have. And I do slam a 5 hour energy drink when I'm driving. Like when I drove up from LA, I don't think we left LA till about 5 p.m. or something like that. And I knew it was a long day. I'd already been tromping around Universal Studios, and I knew I had to get a something. So I'll pick up a 5 hour energy drink and slam that. So I think in moderation, yeah, you could supervise Elvis doing the baking. Actually, we're going to go out this morning and we're going to try to acquire the supplies we need to produce dolmas tonight in here, and we'll do that live. Another Missy Jenn birthday celebration. So we'll see. I'm not going to have the kitchen all trashed up with 6,000 bowls and spoons and everything like that. It's got to be done in an orderly way. So thank you, Snickerdoodle. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Snickerdoodle. Get a splint. There you go. Thank you, Nichols. I will have this all ready to go. I need some. The flexibility has returned. You know, it is on the recovery trail, and I think under antibiotics, there's really a minimal chance of a relapse on that. So that's good. Snickerdoodle, I hope you feel better soon, honey. I'm sorry to hear that you're a bit under the weather there. So I don't know. I mean, I don't, yeah, no, I'm not going to bump it. I'm going to be very careful. I'm going to glove up on here. Yeah, Kawana, I'm not going to cook. I'm going to sit back and drink beer. We'll be live streaming on Rosie Murphy channel for Missy Jenn. If anybody feels inclined to show a little love to Missy Jenn on her birthday, we'll have the super chat thing enabled on Rosie Murphy. It will not be for me. It will be for Missy Jenn. I know I've had people have asked me, are you going to do something like that so we can give a tip to Missy Jenn? And yeah, I'm happy to do that for her tonight. So that'll be on Rosie Murphy. Now, I slept very well, so I'm hoping to transition to the McNamara channel. I haven't done anything on that channel in a while, so it'd be kind of fun to do something on that. Yeah, I'm going to wear gloves today. Thank you, Johnny West. I will do that. It is pouring rain. We have the atmospheric river, they call it here. And if you look at the Press Democrat, which is our local newspaper here in Santa Rosa, you can see today's story about over $5 billion worth of damage is done by flooding in this county. It makes it like the fifth worst county. You wouldn't know it being in the heart of wine country, but we have things called lagunas that just hold water. They don't drain anywhere, and then they expand in size. And last year, you'll remember the videos I did when the Barlow and Sebastopol got flooded out, and the water was about a foot, 2 feet deep in their shops and everything. Okay, hope you feel better. Carla says, do you think too much energy drink can cause you? Yes, I do. I think it can cause you to be aggressive or belligerent towards people. I do. Anything that's an upper speed, it just, you know, your body's moving faster than your mind can comprehend. I think it makes people, some people that have been, some people that are on, hey JK, some people that are on too much caffeine. We know they talk about, I feel wired. You know, I feel that way when I take Claritin D, which has the decongestant and all that. I always feel wired when I take that. I'm always very edgy. And I feel that way the day after my bi-monthly, bi-weekly hormone shots too. It's like stay out of my way the next day. Yeah, it's really coming down in here, JK. But next week looks good. Now I'm not going to get everybody's hopes up. Trish, how you doing, baby doll? Nice to see you. There's my gal dishing with Trishan. Nice to see you. I was listening to some of your hangout last night. That was pretty funny. I got to hand it to you. Oh, thank you, Sandy Callie. How sweet of you. Rosie tell Missy dinner tonight is on Texas. Woo, you sure are very generous and much appreciated, Sandy. Thank you very much. My energy, Moxie says, in my opinion, energy drinks are bad for us as well as the new carbonated flavored minerals, increasing kidney stone. Yeah. You know, Moxie, I never thought about that. Yeah. She said a lot of people are drinking massive amounts of mineral infused in beverages. And remember, the kidneys act as filters. Hello, Karen. Hey, I see the kidneys act as filters. And it's like a filter screen on your shower, you know what I mean? Or your shower head. After a while, if you live in a hard water area, it starts to fill up and clog with the calcium deposits on it. So, Moxie, that's pretty darn brilliant, you know? That's pretty darn brilliant. I don't really drink a lot of mineral drinks. I think I had a kidney stone one time and it felt like there was an electric shock on my side. It felt so weird back there. So yeah, it's good information. Good information, Rise. There's people that have kidney stones now that I'm shocked at their ages that they're dealing with with kidneys. Sandy, love you. Anna said knocking smalls out of here, getting damaged walls gone from pipes bursting. Yeah, that's tough. Moxie says it's all the talk amongst healthcare providers. Vaping, energy drinks, and mineral water. Yeah, I can. Hey Vanessa, how you doing, sweetie? I can imagine that you know, turning those kind of things were only introduced in the last 20 years. You have all the mineral waters and you have all the energy drinks and all that stuff. I can imagine after 20 years, cumulatively, it starts to take a poll. Starts to take a poll on people. Uh, yeah, Jen, you see Miss Sandy sent you something in German there on there. Yes, dear Ollie. Yep, JK NoCal is in the house. He's up counting from me. He'll confirm that it is absolutely pouring here. So when all is said and done, I'm very glad that that crisis of the finger is over. That was, like I said, who would know? I told the doctor when I went into the place, I said, who would know that one simple finger could be result in the most painful episode in my history of my life. And you know, he's like, you just don't know the mechanics of infection in fingers, and the number of nerve endings in the fingers are astounding. Yeah, drink regular water. Mixing energy drinks in a high concentration of sodium. I'm not sure, Carlos. Hey, Ghost Player, I'm not. Yeah, it was a splinter that got in there, a wooden splinter, and I kind of ignored it. And then I went and fixed the garbage disposal. I probably got all the goo from that it fermented in there for 2 weeks from the disposal not being able to empty its contents. And that goo was spilling everywhere. It looked like the thing was vomiting when I was turning it out. It smelled like it too. And that juice, that joy juice was running everywhere down there, and then going and doing all that work in the till 10 o'clock at night on waterproofing the van. It just pushed it over the edge. It was too much. No, Karen, I'm afraid I missed that. If you could repost that, that would be great. So, yeah, I'm sorry I missed that. I try to catch up with the Side chat, hi Mouse Toes. I don't feel like I've been on it like forever. Even though I took a day off, I just didn't feel like going live last night. I thought the very best thing, thank you, Trish. I thought the very best thing that I could do is get a great night's sleep, which I did last night, and listening to Trish's hangout for a bit. And I'm not saying Trish should put me to sleep, but it's usually my go-to thing when I'm when I'm she always gives me a good laugh on her hangouts. Mr. Z, driving can't talk. Haven't seen Tara in a while. She's good. She just sent a birthday greeting into Missy Jenn. She's doing well. Yep. Anna Hitchcock says, tell Jenn happy birthday over there. So Jenn is over there right now. So yeah, Carlos, I don't know. I just think that Moxie hit a brilliant thing here with the minerals that people are consuming. And a normal amount of minerals in diet is going to pass through kidneys with no problem. But if you're on tons of mineral things and all that, yeah, Tara's doing good. Tara's always doing good. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed to Mouse Toes, make sure to check them out. And if you guys have your own channels and you're doing content, make sure to bring it to the attention of one of my moderators here so that they can do their thing and help promote your channels. And we're all about that. Yeah, Harvey, my finger's doing a lot better. The swelling has gone down. The color is starting to return to normal there. The finger of doom is doing better. So I will be back on the job. Does Tara travel on? She's a real homebody, Moxie Vintage. There's nothing that it's like she says on her job she interacts with 150 people a day. And when Tara goes home, she says she likes to put on her video games and have the peace and solitude of not doing that. Now she does occasionally go on. She was on Witty Widow's panel one night with Drury. Yeah. Those three were on one night till last time I saw Tara on. But she loves peace and quiet. Yeah, there we go. It's my... there you go, Trish. So, yeah, I enjoy listening to the hangouts. Finger's a lot better, Harvey. Thank you very much. It's on the way. Which brings me to Harvey again. And, you know, I love Harvey. He's been an institution in my life for a lot of years. And he found the boy, as some do, through the gateway of vintage audio into here. And then he stepped on the fly paper. And he's not been able to get loose out of the Boyd ever since. And he's had to go through the craft beers. How you doing, Brandon? Happy holidays to you and Trish and the boys. Nice outfit. Yeah. So he's, I think Harvey, and this brings me to the topic of monetization here, because I have people asking me, can I look over their channels for monetization? And I just want to put it out there. I'm not monetized. You know what I mean? You want to go to somebody that actually achieved monetization. Of course, I had it for 6 years. And then in the first sweep in April, I lost it. So I'm like the last person you want to review your channel towards monetization, you know, because I'd be like, show more skin, show more titties, you know, more bikinis, things. I'm exactly the wrong one. Oh yeah. Well, this is kind of a shirt. This is like considered a shirt top. So as much as I would like to, and you know, Harvey was kind. Harvey's very straightforward. He's very honest. Rosie, could you review my channel? And at this point in time, I literally just don't have the time to go through and do that. Plus, I have no proven ability to remonetize at all. So I've kind of pushed that stuff aside and just continue moving forward. It just doesn't affect my content uploading. Hello, Charla. Got to take my dad shopping. Okay, take care, William. Have a good time. Have a good time out there. So I'm like the last person to tell people how to what to monetize. But I can tell you this since you asked. Always make sure all content that you put up is your own. if you're going to put up somebody else's content, you'll probably get matched by copyright uh, matching system, which is okay. It doesn't have any effect on your account at all. But if you do things like TV programs and you attempt to monetize or use that stuff, you're going to get struck. Okay, and you're going to go to copyright school and all that nonsense. Okay, unless you want to go through that, just make sure everything that you upload is your own original content. So Harvey went out, and I'm thinking to myself, wow, fine. Harvey's finally getting out. He went to his local Roman Catholic church, and is the tradition. Most churches are Roman. They look very beautiful, the old ones. So he brought a lot of good content on that visit. And I really think to do something like that, you put the name of the church in your title and you allow that to start to get some circulation within the search of YouTube of sites to see and non-traditional sites in London to check out and things. And you know, tag it, put the title on it so that people get some content. That's good, Harvey. So I think you'll do fine. Yeah, their channels. Yeah, Pusa Studios is a good friend of mine. They land on my channel. Talk about, Wilbur said, let's talk about your cheapness for a second. You took both Jen and F for birthday. While Sweet at Mid advises the individual, Brandon, Missy Jenn doesn't feel that way. Missy Jenn felt no minimization on her birthday. On her birthday. How you doing, Newman? And that, my friend, is the bottom line, and we'll leave the light on for you. Okay, so Missy Jenn is not that I wouldn't say not that trivial person when it comes to things like birthdays. And let's face it, when you get older, you just want people to remember your birthday. You don't want them to dwell on what an old bat you are. Sorry, Jen. It is being petty. You know, it is, yeah, I just put two and two together, do the math, the bottom line. And the top line is that, Dory Lynn, how you doing, babe? The top line is that there's only a certain amount of money to go around. I'm not flush with support, which is fine. I've got great people to do, Sandy Callie, Patricia Wakefield, and all that. I've got to stretch a buck for stuff, okay? I got my own situations going on here with my own stuff. I got maintenance crap I got to do and all that. So, Joan Ann Smith, the weather is terrible today. It is pouring rain, absolutely pouring rain. Yeah, you lose viewing hours. Harvey, I've lost, when I cleaned up my channel to make the cut on December 10th, which probably won't happen because there was a point you don't want to remove everything, right? Because that's your life. But I removed over 4,000 videos and about 3 million plus views on the channel. But you do what you do. You can sit there and cry about it, or you just keep rolling forward and making content. That's good. Loads more stuff coming, so your channel will be more in what YouTube's trying to do with that. But then, you know, they're monetizing people that have live streams. Anderson Henderson, I believe that he got monetized recently, and all he does is live streams from, you know, his mom's the bedroom at his mom's house or whatever. So that's all that he does, and he was monetized. So seems to be a wide ability there. But then again, when you get monetization, it ain't going to be everything that you think it's cracked up to be. So you should use the end screen for subscribe. Yeah, I know, Brandon. I'm going to hire you to rejig my channel. I know. I don't know how to put a subscribe button on. Allie Pally, my Simon is on female for prostate, and one of his says, I will have a husband, Big Boo. Well, you know, my uncle was on that therapy for a long time. You know, but you know what it is, Allie Pally, it saves a life, right? And who cares? You know, evidently boobs are installed in 2019, 2020. Now, I'm not saying you get a jumbo rack, but I'm just saying boobs are boobs are boobs, honey. Yeah, I do feel bad for RV devs. The thing is, Trish is talking about. I'm trying to do content, just new editing. Don't do things that need editing. Just do it in one take. You know, hit the points of things. Show people life in the great South of the United States, and take people out shopping with you sometime or something like that, and just let it run. You know. Terry says, I think it's who reviews the channel, but I wanted Harvey to know and other people. At the end of the day, the rainbow, the pot of gold at the monetization rainbow is pretty slim. So if you're thinking that big check, man, that big 4-figure, 5-figure check, you're going to be really disappointed. And then the question will be, did you just do it for the monetization? Or did you do it because you love YouTube and uploading content? I got demonetized in April, and I didn't miss it. I didn't miss a beat in continuing to do the things that I did all through the Midwest, up the Great Lakes tour, all down into Mexico, and I could have cared less, you know, because I was still having a great time and enjoying as I always do. Nothing's going to change that. Nothing's going to change that. Now let me see what else I got. Cooking tonight. So that's my thoughts on monetization for what it's worth. I'm the worst person to review somebody's content and tell them what's appropriate or not. Okay. I can suggest Lori Green seems to know YouTube's rules and regulations regarding monetization. She might be a better person to do that, because frankly at this point in time I just don't really care enough to delve deep into it and gut the channel for the sake of a few pennies. He does survive, Manowix. He has a good following, he has a good view count. You know, the trolls will come in and say, I don't watch, I have ad block. Ad block doesn't prevent you from watching pre-roll ads and all that. So people that are watching on other platforms has no effect on it. His view counts are still very high. A typical hangout will have 1,500 to 3,000 views on it. It has zero effect over it, because that's a very tiny group of people that think that they can exert a big influence, and they can't, because there's thousands of other people that are subbed to the channel that watch the content that don't get involved in the little drama spheres. You know, when they had the unsub day and all that, they saw how ineffective that type of thing is on YouTube, because it's they're a period in a sea of black ink. Okay, it doesn't matter. Well, then, Brandon, that's good. I know more about YouTube than Lord. That would be great, Brandon. You can share it with me. I'll put you on the payroll. I'll put you on the payroll. Marketing Saul. Brandon, the problem is at my age, I just stopped really caring about that, you know. And I thought to myself, this really proves, Rosie, that you enjoy YouTube for more than just monetization and things. You do enjoy sharing your life. And that was what YouTube was all about. When I joined, their mantra was broadcast your life. And that's exactly what I did. I don't know what it is today. They're really screwed up. I went through and confirmed that all my videos were set for this. Nothing on this channel is for children. Oh, and stop caring is actually, it's just not the worst attitude. Okay. Brandon always finds a way to warm me up inside and make me feel good about not caring anymore on YouTube. But I did, I did go ahead and it's a good thing I reviewed all 5,600 videos or whatever I have on the channel. That's down from 10,000. I reviewed each and every one of them. And some of them that I believe should have been automatically set to not for kids were not. Okay, so I went through and had to manually check every single video. It took me the better part of 3 weeks to do that, on just doing a couple 500 a day, and then breaking it into. Thank you, Johnny West. Yeah, if you could. So that's that. Now we're going to be cooking tonight. We're going to go out and get supplies to make dolmas. whatever Marshall wants to cook. I did the chili last week. It was really good. It turned out very well. So it's time to move on. Let him do that. I just want to chill out, relax. I'll probably live stream the van work that we do today. I'm feeling better. I will glove up. I will have a Band-Aid on. And I want to go out and do a video, and I want to check to see how the van is held up. We have had extremely heavy rain for the last 16 hours. And the proof will be in the pudding now when I go out and check it out and see how see if the leaks have been cured out there. So that'll be interesting. I'll do a video how to fix RV leaks, and I think some people will enjoy watching that in the future too. So, and then tonight, yeah, my Naughty Fun channel. I may be on that late tonight. I'm feeling really rested today. I feel fantastic. So might be out there strutting the stuff tonight and having a good time. Yeah, adomas are something I had quite a bit in up in Michigan when Marshall and I did the Great Lakes van tour, and they're really good. It depends. Sometimes they're a little sour for me, but these will be stuffed with I think ground beef and spices and all that. So it should be okay. Yeah, it's stuffed grape leaves, but you can also use cabbage to do that too. Cabbage leaves, evidently. I don't know. So, yeah, I encourage you to wash his hands and things. So we'll be doing that this afternoon. But in the interim, I think we're going to go to the store and pick up some fix-ins and stuff like that. And yeah, then we're going to get ready. So tonight we'll see you, probably see you for the van build today. I need to put a backing in the closet and get that installed. We picked up an accordion door yesterday. Okay, take care. Oh, okay. All right, very good, Trish. I sure will. Is it going to be hosted on your channel or Shauna? Because Shauna doesn't watch me anymore. I don't see Shauna around anymore. I don't know. Yeah, so, yeah, dolmas. I like a good dolma. I don't like them when they're too sour, though. But we'll see. He said there's, yeah, stuffed cabbage. Oh, on mine. Okay. Yeah, all right. Will do, Trish. Okay, guys, I am going to say sayonara. I'm going to go out. I'm going to do a video now how to fix RV leaks and what steps I took out there to do that. But I hope when I don't walk in, I don't see a lake again. And it's like I got to take out just erase the video. All right. I haven't seen Jenn. Have you seen Joey D lately? Okay, I haven't seen him in the chats for a while, so might be worth messaging him or calling him today, just see how he's doing.
Actually, I talked to him on that phone.
Okay, is he okay? You don't have to say it on here, just as long as you've been talking to him. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So look, everybody, have a great day. Thanks for being on this morning. I'll see you. It's going to be a lot of content coming up today. Anna, you take care. Be careful doing all that demo work, honey, on that wall and stuff. So, love you guys, and let's give a big woo.